What is going on today, YouTube? Hope you guys are doing fantastic. Today we're doing the top 5 ADCs. We've not done a top 5 list in a while. I feel like it's just about time with the meta kind of settling in to give you guys the top 5 hunters to be playing. We're going to give a couple honorable mentions to start out. Izanami, I think if you're a lower level or even at like a higher level, but you're just really confident with Izanami, you can kind of just snowball games really easily. So she's going to be an honorable mention. Another one is Apollo. Still kind of curious how Apollo's going to fit into the meta. I think he's kind of mid, but I played him in a game and he feels good, but then if you fall behind, you feel really bad. And I got to mess with this aspect a little bit more in ADC. BM Bobby's been a big fan of the aspect in ADC, so maybe that's the better way to play Apollo, but those are going to be my 2 honorable mentions. Before jumping into number 5. Number 5 is going to be Jing. Currently, I think Jing is getting a little bit underplayed. I mean, this is my opinion. I don't think she's the most fun character, so I don't really ever want to play her. But for how much her skill or how good she is, as much as she's played, it doesn't seem like it's very balanced. She's a lot better than the amount of times that she's played. Kind of comes down to, I think her one-shot build is really good again, and I just think players haven't really played it in a while. You'll two-shot everyone in the game, and you can auto-attack cancel to make it so it's kind of just insane. Hopefully I get lucky and get a couple crits here. So just a lot of damage that Jing can output in the later portions of the game. She's really safe in the early portion. So as long as you kind of farm up, get a couple rage stacks online, get to the later portions of the game, you're just going to go around one-shotting everyone, and there's not much they can do about it. Also, when you're playing Jing, make sure you're leveling your 1 first. You don't really need to put points into the ults, because all it's really doing is just a little extra damage, and most of the time, you're not really even hitting with that. And then you're putting points into your 1 for just safe clear. Your 2 is going to be giving you that explosive damage into the mid and late game. And then your 3 gives you that extra strength and extra damage that helps you one-shot into the late game. And actually, something that I missed is when I did this one-shot. Let's try this again. I didn't use my 3, which is part of the OP. Yeah, I don't have the 100% crit because I don't have any stacks on my rage. But your 3 gives you extra strength, which makes your avatars make you have more strength. Let's actually see what the number gets up to. Yeah, 400. That's crazy. But yeah, that's Jing. Number 4, we're going to do Artemis. I think there's a good chance that she is, you know, number 4. I don't think she's really that good. The top 3 are just far and away the best, but I think Artemis is a comfortable 4. She just has a pretty bad matchup into most of them, honestly, the ones above her. But she is still a very, very good late game character if she scales to that point. She's safe enough in the early portions, and she can get early kills with her 3, her 1, and her passive. She's going to be good at all points. She's just maybe not going to be great. And she's probably like 2nd or 3rd best late game hunter. Her early game just isn't good enough to kind of make up for that. For Artemis, when you're playing her, you want to get points into your 3 just for that safe clear, that safe poke. Your auto attack damage is really good, but your 3 is really good poke and just clear. That early point into your 1 can sometimes just net you a kill. Sometimes you do need the slow immunity from the 2, so feel free to level the 2 second if you need it. But the 1 is good peel for yourself because you can throw it on your feet, and you can also CC with it. And then this is also without aspect. You do not want aspect. Aspect is not good for Artemis. I actually don't think it's good, kind of, period. Number 3, unfortunately, it's on her. I think there is a case for him to be number 2. I think on her is just so dominant early game, and he's so strong that you can snowball games, kind of like with Izza, but you have outplay potential in the mid and late game, where you usually think of on her as a character who falls off into the late game. I think he's just as good late game because of the amount of self-peel that he has and just the damage output. His 1, his 2, his 3, a lot of peel. His damage is going to be very, very high, and he's got some of the best 1v1 potential in the game, and he's very, very suffocating to play against if you get a lead. All those reasons, I think Onher's a comfortable number 3. You want to be maxing your 2 as quick as you can with your ultimate also whenever you can. Put points into your 1 second and your points into your 3 last. Points into your 3 are actually really good also because you get cooldown, but the damage you get from the 1 is just so much higher. 8 to 20% increased damage taken is crazy. So make sure that you're putting the points into your ult 2, 1, 3. And with number 2, I think it's very, very close with Onher, but it will be Princess Bari. I think her late game is just that good that there is an argument that she is better than Onher. I think it's an argument. I'm a big Onher fan. I think Onher could be too, but Bari is still very, very good. With Bari, you're just doing the classic crit build, Cowl, Rage, Lernaean Bow, Demon Blade, Deathbringer, XC Bloodforge, and you're still maxing points into your 3. It's a lot of damage with this build. You play around your passive, which also just gives you a ton of stats. Like the passive is giving you almost 50 strength, 90 int, 30% attack speed. It's also giving you spirit to cast more abilities. So there's a lot of damage in that. So make sure you're abusing that and play around it. You know, if it's coming up in 10 spirit, use your 3. Get that passive proc. Use your 3 again. You have a lot of ability to run somebody down. You 3 somebody, you then evolve and get like that spirit form. You 3 them again. You drop your ultimate. You 3 them again. You're just running them down, and it's pretty untradeable also. So make sure you're abusing that. But yeah, Bari, phenomenal character. Number 2. Lastly, number 1, and I do not think it is particularly close. Agni aspect is broken. It is not okay the amount of damage that Agni aspect does. It's also just very, very safe and very hard to play against most of the time because the dash is instant. It allows you to either engage or disengage whenever you really want. You can play the poke game where if you auto too, even if you don't get crits, you're just poking them down and you're really not overexerting yourself or putting yourself into a position to be punished. A matchup versus like into Artemis, you just play the poke game. She ever tries to ult, you just dash away. You out-poke her, and that's really what it comes down to. Your matchup into on her, you can engage onto him. He can never really engage onto you. You kind of have the damage. You're like one of the few characters in the game that can damage him evenly in the middle portions of the game and the early portions of the game. And then late game, you just absolutely one-shot. It's very easy to play this. If you're worried about like, you know, how hard it is to play Agni aspect, it's really not that hard. All you're trying to do is just get as many autos off as possible and just spamming your 2s and your 1s. And it's a strength building character. So when you're playing the character, you're building around strength and crit. Crits double stack your passive here. So that's 1 because I didn't crit. That one's 2 because I did crit. 2 more when I did crit. Now it's at this. It's at 2200. That burst is like 1,000 damage on that. And you can also combo that with the damage from Lernaean bow. You just have a lot of bursts that most people's can't match. And that's why Agni is just that much better. If an assassin dies him, auto to the face, and you just get a free kill. And they're just dead, and there's nobody that can match your damage. Like, it actually needs to be nerfed. It is so broken. But that is the top 5 ADCs in the game currently. Let me know down below, who am I missing out on? Who do you guys think is in that top 5? Or if you do agree with me, also make sure you guys drop a sub, follow the channel, and I hope you guys enjoyed the rest of your day. See you guys again next time.